Hey, it's Berta J, and you are back in my kitchen with me today to make something maybe you've never heard of. Vegan apple honey. Do I hear you scrunching up your face going, Berta, apple honey? Yes. Many vegans don't want to eat anything. They don't want to eat meat. I went through that in another video, but they don't want to eat meat or anything that is a product from any source that has eyes. Cows, chickens, pigs, and bees have eyes. And so they figured out another way to get honey instead of using regular honey. Now, if you want to use honey, you can use honey. But if you want to make apple honey, which I found, because I love apples, is very, very easy. Takes work, and it is hot, so turn your air conditioner on if you're doing this in the summer. All you need are like 4 different ingredients. 3 cups of pure, natural apple juice. Now you can juice apples to get this, but I used simply apple. I don't get anything for telling you that, but all is in there is apple juice, not from concentrate. 3 cups into a big saucepan. Add to it half a teaspoon of pure lemon juice. Apples and lemon go very well together. Now this is totally if you want to, because this is going to be sweet. 1 tablespoon of date paste or your favorite sweetener. Just 1 tablespoon, that's it. You're going to use a tea bag of chamomile tea bag. But because I've done this so many times, I know that if you don't put it in a diffuser, that tea bag is going to burst with all this boiling that's going to go on. So I'm going to put this in. But you don't do it right at the beginning. Everything has to come to a rigorous boil, and then you add this. And I'll show you that in a minute. Stir up everything really well. Now, all the things I put in are liquid, but if you wanted to use a granular or a dry sweetener, you're going to have to stir and get those granules dissolved. Okay? So over to the stove we go. You want to put a lid on your pan, on your pot, until it comes to that rigorous boil. And putting the lid on will help it. You won't need the lid after that. This is the rigorous boil you're looking for. Take your whisk and just stir real fast in the middle. And if it bubbles up like that, it's time to put in your chamomile tea bag. Now this is optional, you don't have to do it, but it does give it a definite taste that is more like honey. Now you're going to turn it down just a smidge to keep it between medium and high. The tea bag stays in for 10 minutes. When you're doing this and allowing this to boil, you can't go anywhere. And as it starts to boil, like this, nice and rigorously, you want to use your whisk and stir kind of right in the middle, like this. And as you do that, it's going to be hot, but as you do that, what is happening is those bubbles allow more of the liquid to evaporate, so it's going to thicken more quickly. Okay, now it's been 10 minutes. You're going to take this out. After you take out your chamomile tea bag, you're going to stand and stir like every couple of minutes so you get this high bubblage. You'll do that for 14 to 15 more minutes, and then it'll start to thicken, and then you're done. And this is how thick it should be. Doesn't look like it's very thick. But take it off the burner where you have it, move it to another burner, and it'll start to thicken. It's already starting to thicken. Can you see that? All right, so we're back from the stove. I guess the saddest part about this is that 3 cups makes 1/3 of a cup. And Evan reminded me that it takes about 40 gallons of maple sap from the maple tree, to make 1 gallon of maple syrup. And that's kind of how this is, because you have to keep stirring and letting it boil and letting those bubbles come up. So I'm going to push this to the side, and I'm going to show you. You want to use a clean, washed out jar, but we're not going to jar this yet because it's so hot and it's not thickened yet. So I've already done this, and this is the thickness of it. I wanted you to see it. Troopers, if you will put this in the refrigerator After you jar it, let this cool. Put it in your jar, put it in the refrigerator. It'll get thicker than this. I just keep this on the counter. And how would you use this? It's a sweetener, so you can use it in anything you want to sweeten. That'll work fine. Makes a delicious, like 1 little cup of lemonade. You can put it in your hot cereal. It's amazing. Absolutely magnificent. Any way you would use honey or a sweetener, a liquid sweetener, use this that way. And the taste, I know you were saying, Berta, taste it, taste it. Okay, I'm gonna taste it. It's delicious, but you could spread it on toast, bagels, pancakes, waffles, biscuits. I think you could also use it as, now think about this, you could make a vanilla cake, a vegan cake, and then just like drizzle this on it as a little frosting. I just thought of that one. But it is very, very, very good. And so that's the end of the video. That's how much you get from 3 cups. That's the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell so that every time a new video is uploaded, you will get the notification. And don't forget to leave me some comments. Let me know how you're doing. If you want to try this now, maybe try it in the winter. But it is really, really an excellent condiment, an excellent sweetener to use however you would like. Okay? So until next time, troopers. Bye for now.